Welcome back to the return of the Untitled podcast with Stonewall and Lorenzo. My name is Stonewall. Alongside me is Lorenzo Rocha. How you doing?
We're doing. I guess that's what you can say after a year and a half.
Has it been that long? It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute.
So, why didn't we do the pod?
Well, that fall we just got really busy with work and finals coming up that end of that semester, and we just never really continued it in the spring
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
people
So,
dogging us, Once you stop routine, it's hard to get back in. It's like working out. I haven't been in the gym in a year.
same.
So, but we're back. One day I woke up and I was like, Roach, we need to do the pod. And then we went to go do the pod. Computer doesn't work. So, we're on a different computer. We're loving life. Roach, get that stupid look off your face. What are you doing?
I'm just looking over the notes real quick.
We don't do notes. We do this one take. What are you talking about? This is all at the top of the dome.
My notes.
Oh. Well, since you're consulting your notes, what have you been up to? What's going on in your life?
Well, obviously we're still in school, so that's still part of the equation, and I'm still working at Target.
Wow,
Cut my
shout
hours,
out to Target. No free ads. Sponsored
cut
by
my,
Target.
cut my hours to about 10 a week, which is kind of tough.
Tough on the pocket?
Definitely,
Or tough in general?
just tough on the pocket mainly.
Yeah.
And other than that, just chilling. About to turn 21.
Is that a big deal?
Living life. That is a big deal when a boy becomes a man.
And in this year and a half hiatus, we both got dogs.
Yeah.
Tell me about your dog. I'd never met her.
Well, her name's Callie, and she's a mix of two breeds you've probably never heard of. We
Just
just call her a big corgi, and
disservice to corgis.
she's really nice. She listens really well, but she doesn't do too well by herself. So we're still working on that. But
It is
got
what
her,
it is.
we got her for free. So what can I say?
I did not get my dog. Well, I guess I did. Peyton, my girlfriend, did not get it for free. Kemba is his name, like Kemba Walker. People always think I'm a big fan of Kemba because Kemba Walker. I'm a big fan of my dog Kemba because his name's Kemba, and I actually don't like his game. If I'm being honest, just dope name. 2 syllables. We thought it had to be 2 syllables. We were gonna name it Kyrie, but he's kind of toxic. I guess our Kemba is too. Maybe it would have fit more.
Yeah, it's definitely toxic.
He's a pug chihuahua mix. He's the cutest dog ever. Way cuter than Callie. There's a little rivalry going on in the household of who's the cutest. Always, I think. Callie gets a little upset that Kemba gets all the attention, Yes or no?
I mean, I keep her locked in my room most of the time. So.
Alright, so I just wanted to start off. What have you been playing? I know you just got a Switch. Video games wise, what are you playing?
Well, I was playing on my Xbox. I just finished up a game called Prey. It's basically just a first-person RPG by Bethesda. That was really good. It's like a sci-fi setting with like aliens and stuff. That was really fun. I was also playing through that new Dragon Ball Z game.
Kakarot.
I finished up the Frieza saga, and since then,
Everyone's
kind of
clicking off this pod. They're like, I didn't come here for weeb
I've
stuff.
kind of taken my talents elsewhere to this new system I got, the Switch. We've played a little bit of it together, some Mario
Yeah.
Kart, some Mario Party,
I'm so
classic
bad at it.
games.
See, I didn't grow up a weeb, so I never played Nintendo growing up.
Gotta get on some Smash with you,
Yeah, we need to
and
play Smash.
Breath of the Wild's pretty dope. So
How much was that? Was that expensive?
got it on sale, fire sale. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So what I've been playing, still playing 2K like always. Sucks me back in every year, and we're in the height of it right now. I'm just all about basketball right now. All-Star game got me pumped. We were playing 2K the other day, me and Taylor Schmiller, and we just kept getting terrible teammates. All these kids trying to play because they see Kawhi draining shots. Just move the ball. You know, I'm I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I can score the rock. Give me the ball. Or am I toxic?
Thoughts on 2020? I don't like it. 2K20?
2K20?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all right. It's very simulation. That's probably why you don't like it.
It's definitely very simulation. I tried playing it. I felt
Your mic just muted for some reason. I can hear you. Hey, talk.
hello.
Oh, I can hear you. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, so yeah, very simulation. So that's probably why you don't like it.
Just give me back the days of 2K16 when you can just run up and down the court.
2K13 was the epitome of arcade 2K, and it was probably the most fun I've had playing 2K. But I'll tell you what, Stoney, he's pretty good on the sticks. He used to take me back in the day. Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, so of course this podcast is basically about whatever we want it to be. We usually focus on sports and stuff, so let's jump into it. Big thing this last weekend, the All-Star game. What were your takeaways of anything?
Overall, I didn't really pay too much attention to anything other than the game.
Yeah.
But I did like the new format. I thought you were kind of talking down on this new format they had of 3 quarters, and then 3 like individual quarters, and then a final all
Yeah.
of just scoring. What was it, 24?
Yeah, the end was 24 of the overall score with no clock.
I really liked that. I just felt like it gave them, even if it's a small incentive, but it gave them some incentive to actually play each quarter. And then especially there at the end, double the charity money that they received. And it was pretty crazy that I actually seen them lock up.
Yeah, so the first quarter, I think they're never going to be able to fix the first quarter of the All-Star game. It always sucks. Literally, they were just. It was. I was watching myself play pickup. Just like not walking back. My feet are hurting. I'm just chucking up bad threes, but they're making them.
We all know what that means.
Because they're making them, because they're professionals, But the third quarter, the end of the third quarter was just as entertaining as the end of the fourth quarter. So to explain it, I know we probably didn't explain it fully. There was 4 quarters in a basketball game, right? The first, second, and third were like mini games, 12 minutes like a regular quarter, but the score reset at the end of every quarter. So like the beginning of the second quarter was 0-0, and if you win that game, if you win that mini game, the charity of Giannis or LeBron, the 2 captains, their choice, got $100K in charity. So yeah, that was wild. And then the fourth quarter, they tried this new thing called the Alam ending, I think is what they called it. It's like a pickup ending, basically, where you played at 21, but they played to so Team Giannis was winning. What's 157 minus 24? Off the top of your head, 34,
30. 133.
Yeah, 133. So that was the highest score. LeBron's team is down 9. So then the final score was 157 because you added 24 to 133.
Right.
And yeah, it actually worked out really well. I don't think they're gonna do anything else like that. People are talking about putting that in like a mid-season tournament, like that type of ending, but I just don't think it works for a whole game.
Yeah, I mean the mid-season tournament thing. I think they're just looking for something to bring back the competitiveness.
Yeah, because
they don't want teams tanking necessarily a whole season. Look at the Hawks right now; they're kind of in that tank mode.
Yeah, they're like, we'll let Trae Young be an all-star and put up his stats, but we're losing games.
Right. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that whole mid-season tournament thing. But at least amending the competitiveness, the issue of competitiveness in the All-Star game, I think this did a great job.
Yeah, I agree. And so I thought every All-Star game, the fourth quarter is always the best quarter because they're actually it's sometimes it's out of reach and they don't really try, but usually it's close-ish, and there's 10 of the best players on planet Earth are out there actually playing, And even with this new system, there's no clock, so the game's going to go on forever if they don't get to
Right.
this. So they're locking up. And for Team Giannis, this was pretty interesting. Keep in mind, Nick Nurse, the coach of the Raptors, was the coach of Team Giannis. Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, Joel Embiid, Kemba Walker, Giannis Antetokounmpo. One of these is not like the other, Roach. Why was Kyle Lowry in the game at the end?
I'm just gonna say it's because he's clutch and
Hey, say that again. Your mic cut out.
he's always come up clutch in big moments, and that's all you gotta say.
And
Kyle
Nick
Lowry's
Nurse was
a
the
dog.
coach.
No, that's a joke. Kyle Lowry should not have been in the fourth quarter of that game.
Yeah.
When you and like you said, when you look at Team LeBron, you got CP3, Harden, Kawhi, AD, LeBron. Lowry doesn't deserve to be on those guys.
Yeah, and you can even argue CP3 doesn't, but he played well in the game. Like
Right.
he led that comeback.
Yeah, I think he definitely hit a lot of threes. He was shooting really well in the fourth.
And CP3 showing he's still got some hops. Backdoor alley oop got up. I lost my mind. I was trying to do homework, but I just kept watching this game. Wasn't really doing the homework, so I had to do the homework the next morning during my 8 a.m. That's how we do it here. So yeah, and then Kawhi kind of just like he kind of proved that he. I mean, it's an All-Star game. You don't want to take too much out of it, but at the end, it was kind of the Kawhi show. Like LeBron and AD, they were trying to run stuff, and Kawhi's just standing there like, "I'm the best ISO player in the game. I can get a bucket whenever. We just need to score 3 points. I can get 2 of them, and we can go over 157. We want to be exact. It's not 21. They're not gonna put us back to 13 if we."
Yeah.
So he wasn't frustrated, but you're just like, and then they just, I don't know, it was just weird. Kyle Lowry's trying to take charges, but Kawhi Leonard was just scoring whenever he wanted to. So, is it fair to say, do you think that Kawhi is probably the best player in the league? And does this prove it, or am I just looking too much into an All-Star game?
I mean, I think you're looking too much into an all-star. Trying to take away from Kawhi. He's obviously a great two-way player. He's easily a top 3 player in the league. That's not a doubt. But
Just rank the 3 while we're here.
put me on the hot seat.
Well, you said it so confidently.
Oh my gosh.
Giannis, LeBron,
Call me
Kawhi.
call me partial, but I'm gonna say LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi.
Okay, that's fine. Those 3 in any order, I'll take.
I can't take the GOAT off the throne. That's all I gotta say.
You can't. He's sitting there on that throne. You're
Another
17.
hot take. Another hot take. Back to back. LeBron's the GOAT. Yeah, I said it.
Everyone knows we hate Jordan on this podcast. Anyway, or do we? That's to come.
TBD.
Yeah, so I'm probably looking too much into it, but I'm gonna look even further. Giannis could not score in that fourth quarter, and I know the Celtics aren't gonna have all-star, like they're not gonna have 5 all-stars out there guarding him. But it just kind of triggered something in my head, like watching last year Kawhi and the Raptors. I get Kawhi's not on the Raptors, but like the Celtics, they got all those wings. The Sixers, if they figure it out, it could somehow play Giannis. They have Ben Simmons, top 5 defender in the league. The floor just shrinks in the playoffs, I think, and Giannis just can't blow by everybody like he does on a random February, in Chicago. You know what I mean? Or am I, again, overreacting?
No, I agree with that. Just because, like, you have seen it in the past against the Raptors, like you said, like he couldn't do anything.
Literally
Especially-
couldn't do anything.
They went up what? They were up 2-0 and then got
Yep.
swept after that. So I think once they figure out Kawhi or Giannis, in Kawhi's case, he figured out Giannis. I think he's definitely if everything continues to be funneled to him and he's continually looking for a way to take the ball to the hole in the playoffs, like you said, the floor shrinks. That's just not going to work. He needs to rely on those perimeter shooters that he has. Which look at the team, look at who he had. Yeah, he had Embiid, he had Kemba, he had Siakam, Lowry. I wouldn't call those guys necessarily great perimeter players.
Yeah, and
So he didn't
you're
have
right.
the shooting surrounding him.
You're right, and the Bucks are built for Giannis. Like you have shooters around him, but I just don't feel good. Like this just made me think like who's he passing the ball to when he gets to the paint and there's three people there beating him? Eric Bledsoe? You know?
Who's he passing the ball to when there's three people meeting in the paint that's leaving two people open?
Okay, they have to hit that shot, Roach. They have to hit that shot.
He has plenty of shooting help.
Okay, I'm just saying, show me something. You know, I think there's gimmicks that work in the regular season that just aren't going to work in the playoffs. I'm not saying Giannis. Come on.
I think what you saw last year in the playoffs was Giannis trying to take it too much into his own hands, get his team involved as much as he should have.
Okay, arguably his team's worse than last year though. I get they're 41-8 or whatever, but no Brogdon's a big deal. I'm not saying you win a title with or without Brogdon, but you know.
I'm just saying if I see it again this year, if I see Giannis get shut down again, if I see his team not play up to the standard they played in the regular season, then I'll believe it.
It's just too much Sterling Brown and Eric Bledsoe for me to be confident. You know, like Chris Middleton was MIA last year. And I don't like Ersan Ilyasova. Is that who we're putting out there in crunch time for him? Like, what's their crunch time lineup? George Hill, hopefully not. I don't even know. Bledsoe, Middleton.
You don't want DiVincenzo's smoke. You know this.
Hey, it's fine when Mo Wagner's the best option to guard. When Muhammad Ali Abdul-Rahman is the best option to guard somebody, there's a problem. I'm just saying. Oh, and we can talk about John Beeline later. He'll come up.
Oh, fun.
My guy. All right. I'm overreacting from an All-Star game, but I do really like how the All-Star game is. I don't think we're ever going to get the fun of the All-Star game 2 years ago when the format was totally different. But I'm just saying, they're more self-reflective than the NFL. You know, they should just take away the Pro Bowl. They should hire Adam Silver to try to fix the Pro Bowl. That's what they should do.
Adam Silver's a genius.
He is. And then at the end of the night, great moment. Kawhi Leonard wins the first Kobe Bryant All-Star Game MVP. And I think this whole weekend, since the Kobe tragedy, I think they've done phenomenally. Like, they just have been handling it with such class.
Yeah, I think they definitely handled it well. Unfortunately, like with his passing, I think that might be a big reason why ratings were so up this year.
Like after the fact,
right?
Because they were kind of going down before that, but
people just wanted to tune in, to see how he was going to be commemorated and stuff. But that doesn't take away from the game. I thought the game was the best All-Star game we've had in quite a while.
This weekend, I think in general, even the dunk contest was dope.
You can speak more for the weekend. I saw the result of the dunk contest, and I don't know. I didn't really see the process getting there. And even I heard the skills challenge was pretty wild with Bam winning it.
Yeah, I mean that skills challenge can only be so entertaining.
I should have put $1 down. That's all I got to say.
$1 to win 100. That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sports gambling's the way to go, right? Hey, you can't do it yet. You're not old enough yet. You're youngin'.
I'm not.
Get on some offshore site.
That's why I said 21 is the year a boy becomes a man.
Because you can be irrational with your money even better, like more efficiently. You can just blow it. All right, so Kobe Bryant tragedy, and I just thought like the 2 and 24 and all the jerseys, like I would have never thought to do that. The patches, and of course you have to also deal with the tragedy of Commissioner Stern passing unexpectedly as well. It was just
pretty crazy.
But what league treats their players like this? Like the NFL, you don't see like these legends just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's just different. You get with the teams being so much smaller in the NBA,
and you see their face.
Yeah, you see their faces. They're so much smaller. There's less positions on the floor at once. You kind of get it like almost like you get to know these players on a personal level, even you're really not, but it kind of like comes off that way. And also I think I think just the the league's just led by their stars. The stars' personalities, all these interviews.
Yeah,
The league knows they wouldn't be anything without their stars. You go to the NFL, Patrick
they're
Mahomes gets hurt.
churning.
Patrick Mahomes gets hurt. There's Lamar Jackson waiting. There's just so much other talent. Like if you take like last year's NBA season when LeBron was not in the playoffs, it was different.
And it was pretty cool because it was different. You know what I mean? Like, LeBron's not in the playoffs. What?
That was different. But I'm saying like you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Like LeBron not being in the playoffs was a big deal, and I think even the ratings were going down at the beginning of the year. They still might statistically being down, but cable's going down in general. But LeBron being on the West Coast is a big deal. Like,
it's huge.
I can't, if I'm doing homework, I can't turn on a Cavs Celtics game and watch LeBron. I'm not staying up till 1 in the morning when I got class the next morning at 8 in the morning, and I have to be up at 6:30. I'm like, I'm not doing.
All I gotta say is you're not a real one, but
oh, you're a real one watching those games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Tune in every single night.
That's disrespectful to me, who actually does. Okay, so the NBA the rest of the season. We're kind of sticking on the NBA here because it's what's happening right now, The Lakers are basically a lock for the 1 seed. And now 30 games left-ish. We're kind of thinking how these series will play out. What do you think of the Lakers in the playoffs?
I mean, they're based on everything you've seen so far. They have to be the favorites to come out of the West. They haven't performed very well against the Clippers, specifically, who everyone's looking at as their biggest competition with YMPG. But they've been pretty much on par, if not better, with most of the other top teams in the West. And it's a classic when LeBron turns it on in the playoffs. That's something that I feel like, should we rely on?
I don't think so anymore.
Should we fall back on that? I don't know. All I know is last time he was in the playoffs, I saw it. I saw him drag that Cavs team. And now he doesn't have to drag this Lakers team.
He's arguably, not the most important player on his team. You know what I mean?
Right.
The win isn't going to predicate on him dropping 40, getting a 40, 10, and 10 night.
Give it to Davis. He's got a huge back. He can carry it.
He's got a huge brow. He can carry the whole team on it. So right now, as the standings are, it would be Lakers Grizz, the 1-8, Nuggets Mavs, the 2-7. That's a crazy 2-7. Nuggets Mavs, come on.
Wow, the Thunder are sitting pretty at a 6 seed.
Yep, Clippers Thunder, and then it would be Jazz Rockets. The West is going to be insane. It's going to be the Wild West. Every single one of those series I want to watch. And it'll be even crazier if the Pelicans sneak into the 8 seed.
No way.
They're 5 games back. They have statistically the easiest schedule in the league these last 30 games. I'm just saying, it might happen. So here's the teams on the bubble. The Grizzlies. It's crazy because the Grizzlies are 5 games back from the 7 seed.
Yeah.
So there's a clear skill divide. So it's basically
there's a clear drop off.
The Grizzlies are good. They're probably my favorite team to watch just randomly on a Wednesday night in the league. But they're not going to beat the 1 seed. So Grizzlies, Blazers, Spurs, Pelicans, Suns, 6 games back of the 8 seed. D-Book maybe, but who do you want to see in that 8 seed? Probably going against the Lakers, number 1.
Honestly, I'd like the Grizzlies to stay there. I'm looking at Portland. They've just been so injury ravaged this season. Trying to find something in Melo. He's not playing terribly.
That's a sweep. I'm just saying.
Right.
That's a sweep.
It's just facts.
Dame's gonna drop 50. He's gonna play his heart out, but that's a sweep.
As much as I love Pop, I think his run with the Spurs is over.
Whoa, take.
I'm not saying
you're saying their success is done.
Yes.
Okay. I agree. I agree.
It's unless he's willing to sit through another rebuild, they've got a while before they're going to be back.
I don't
They just got
keep going.
their stars are aging. LaMarcus Aldridge is 34. He's already getting.
Say it again. DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan's already going to be 31. Like you can't. And what do they have around them? Nothing. Their next best player is probably DeJounte Murray.
Don't slander my boy DeJounte. Jakob Poeltl? You're not all about Jakob Poeltl?
No. All I'm saying is if he stays, cool. I'd love to see him. I love Pop. If he stays in San Antonio, at least, but he's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and I think the best team to be in there would be the Pelicans. I think Zion, LeBron, first round. TNT's printing money.
Zion is fat. I don't want to see him in the playoffs. He needs his rest.
Dude, but seeing him play is crazy. Like I've said before, being an athlete only takes you so far, you know, like they're all great athletes. But he just like throws his weight around. How he seals people off rebounds is insane. Like he just gets these rebounds at weird angles. And he's obviously a rookie. Like I'm not being ESPN and losing my mind. Okay, sidebar. ESPN counting down the start of the NBA season, the fact that they counted down, they didn't say 2 days, 12 hours, 7 minutes till the NBA season starts.
Nope.
2 days, 12 hours, 5 minutes till Zion's debut. We were talking people were talking a year ago how him, KD, and Kyrie are gonna fit together with the Knicks.
Jeez.
I'm not saying he's LeBron, but he's something. Like, he just needs to stay healthy.
I think people just need something to latch onto. And yeah, but
he is a physical freak.
Like you're saying, athleticism is not talent.
Yeah, and like he usually like. He's so used to 2 dribbles, he's in the paint, he's dunking. Like, when he gets 2 dribbles and Rudy Gobert's standing there, he's like, whoa, that's never happened before.
Yeah, 2 dribbles, Giannis is standing there, whoa.
Yeah, so he needs to, like, his decision making once he, like, gets there in the paint, like, on the elbow, is going to be 10 times better in, like, 2 years. But he just needs to stay healthy. Anyway. So, moving on to the East. The Bucks are going insane, 46-8, and there's like a clear talent drop off there too, but it's not like the West where like these teams are decent. It's like these teams are bad. Like once you get to
the difference in games between the 1 and 2 seed in the East, 6.5.
That's
kind of a lot.
That is, but
you see it drop off quick, 8, 11. 13, 14.5, 20.
Yeah. I think the best story, there's 2 probably best story candidates in the East. It's the Miami Heat and the Toronto Raptors. The fact that the Raptors have been able to like piece together Kawhi's stats, and then
Siakam's playing out of his mind.
Yeah, I hate watching Siakam, not gonna lie. If I'm being honest, I just don't. His arms are so long, and like it looks like he can't dribble, but he like stiff arms while he's dribbling. I'm like, I don't think he could do that, but it's working. Fred VanVleet, since he's had all these children, has been insane. He was their most important player. I mean, okay, he was their most important role player in the finals last year, and it's just carried over. No one thought it would. So. You kind of want the 2 seed. Like, I'm not saying you don't want the 1 seed, but the 2 seed, you're on a collision course for the Nets or the Magic. You know what I mean? Like, I guess that would, 1-2 seed is what you want, obviously. But I think this year even more. There's 6 good teams, and the rest are just, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to play the Pacers. You don't want to play in Indianapolis, like, against Sabonis, Brogdon. And hot take, Victor Oladipo's the 3rd best player on that team. Hot take.
Yikes.
Don't agree?
Give him some time.
I know. They'll figure it out.
My guy, tricky pick.
And I think the Sixers are a frisky 5 seed. If I'm them, I'm honestly trying to tank the 6 seed to play Boston.
The Sixers should be better than what they are.
Obviously.
But if I'm them, I'm not tanking. They need that home court.
But I'd say if you're the 5 seed, you might as well be the 6 seed. You know, like you're not gonna home courts 1 through 4. If you can't get to the 4, you might as well be the 6 seed and play Boston. And not, I don't want to play Miami. I'd rather play Boston than Miami. You know, I just think they match up better.
Yeah, I can see that, I guess.
Yeah. So East, not ever since LeBron left, not going to be as entertaining, but still, Giannis is trying to be, you know, the clear. He's trying to be the Cavs of the last, or the LeBron of the last 8 years in the East, just dominating bad teams. There's going to be some frisky teams that come get you, like the Pacers, you know, those Celtics teams. But he's just trying to be the constant. I mean, who's not? Duh. Okay, what else? Yeah, I think that's it for the NBA. So we're gonna do this new segment. They're all new because we just started.
Correct.
And we're gonna do our own little Hall of Fame. I know. Our Hall of Fame will be prestigious. We're only letting good people in. It's not like the Basketball Hall of Fame where we're letting in Mitch Richmond and the trainer of Red Auerbach back in the day. We're just gonna. It's gonna be strict. It's not gonna be exclusive to basketball. We're gonna put other people in. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it's gonna be exclusive. It's gonna be as prestigious as the Daddy Club. That's it. That's all I have to say on that front. And with that, we can go ahead.
And what? You have me hooked. Reel me in.
We can go ahead and discuss who we want to put in first.
All right. The first inductee into the Untitled Hall of Fame. Drum roll. Michael Jordan. I know. We're an anti-Michael Jordan pod. But, Roach, you convinced me. Why Michael Jordan?
I can already hear everybody. Michael Jordan, that's so good. Yeah, well, to be honest, I don't care what you think. Michael Jordan, wow. I know I said LeBron's the GOAT, and the only reason I didn't put LeBron in this Hall of Fame, or at least bring him up, is because he's still playing.
Wow. That rule can be amended. We can put LeBron in. But we're putting Jordan in first.
We're putting Jordan in first, because this man went 6-0 in the NBA Finals, which I think speaks for itself. But if you need anything else to convince you, put this man to be the first athlete put in the Untitled Hall of Fame. Just look at his personality. The man was a dog.
He was. And if we're being honest, we don't get LeBron if we don't have Michael Jordan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to pay homage to where.
Always chasing the ghost in Chicago. Whenever you talk about LeBron, you got to talk about Jordan. It's not like that with Michael Jordan. When you talk about Michael Jordan, you talk about Michael Jordan. You know? And I think LeBron's better than Jordan, but the impact on the game, on sports, everyone knows who Michael Jordan is. I mean, everyone knows who LeBron is, but Jordan, his stardom is insane. I don't think I think we take it for granted. Like,
we take it for granted just because we didn't grow up during that time.
Yeah. And like,
we grew up with LeBron.
Everyone knows who Jordan. Like, I just can't even express. Here's some of his accolades if you need to be convinced even more. 6-time champion, and he won 6 finals MVPs in that. Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, 14-time All-Star. What?
That's 6 more finals MVPs than me. That's 4 more Rookie of the Year than me, 1 Player of the Year than me, 14 times more All-Stars than me, 11 times more All-NBAs than me, and 9 times more All-Defenses than Stonewall.
Well, if we're doing it like that, we might as well put, like, Jordan Farmar and Steve Blake in here. I don't know.
Nene. You were a one-time All-Defense chop ball player.
Chop ball, I was All-Defense. I'm Depoy. So, I think just something to highlight, the Defensive Player of the Year is kind of crazy. As a guard, I can't even think of how many guards have won it, but that's a big man dominant award. And being the best player in the world at that point and winning his peak, probably 88 to 99. Like even that 99 season, he wasn't he wasn't Michael Jordan of old, but he was not going to let that team lose. The step back on we can talk about that later. We can talk about that later. We can talk about that later. Anyway, Roach, give me your favorite Jordan moments.
My favorite, it's not from a game. First one I always think of when I hear Jordan is when he punched Steve Kerr in the face.
I love it. Such a jerk.
It's an epitome of who he was as a person.
Like,
he didn't care if you were his teammate, you were still his enemy.
He's like, some little white boy's balling me up. I just came back. You're getting bopped. My favorite moment is probably when they won the 93 championship, when they beat Barkley's Suns. His father just tragically passed, like, it's just sad story. And then he won on Father's Day. He takes the trophy, goes into the locker room, and just is just sobbing with the trophy.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. And I just remember when I first saw that, I was like, wow, that's insane. Like, just the weight of like the moment, and knowing that he's retiring right after that, gonna go play baseball because that's what his dad wanted him to do. As much as you can make fun of him wanting to play, like, playing baseball, being the best basketball player on planet Earth that they'd ever seen, you can you understand.
Yeah, he peaked. He reached the peak of what you could accomplish in the NBA, and he wanted to take it to another sport.
Yeah, and then
the man came back and did it again.
Any more Jordan moments you want to talk about? I got some more, if you don't.
Go ahead, bring another one up.
All right, Byron Russell step back, 98, 99 finals. It was a push. It was a push off, but it doesn't matter. He steals the ball from Malone to put it out, to go up 3, I guess it would have been, since Malone's grinding the post, and then doesn't see Jordan come. How do you not? Like, how do you not think he's coming for that ball? Anyway, rips it clean. Coming, Byron Russell trying to lock him up. Nope. Step back. Flat line. Game. John Stockton had a chance to win the game, but I remember this made me think, it's weird trigger. When I first watched that, like, I don't remember what it was on. It's probably some like Hardwood Classics game or whatever. But I asked my dad, I was like, how often do you think John Stockton thinks of that shot, like at the end, that it wasn't a good, like, it was 32-footer, but he was clean, pulled in and out. It wasn't in and out, but like it, like it was close. So I don't know. That was the first time I was like, man, that was the first time I ever thought of like the shortcomings of someone in maybe life in general. Like, man, I bet that sucked.
Yeah, talking about shortcomings, I'd say a favorite Jordan, at least maybe not a favorite, but just a Jordan moment in general that I think of, is when he drafted Kwame Brown. I mean, look, we can't all be perfect.
Or
we're making him out to be this god, this perfect, human being, so good at basketball.
You're right.
Oh, he made mistakes too.
The greats do have their flaws.
He makes mistakes too, just like us. He drafted Kwame Brown
and Adam Morrison.
I don't think he'll ever admit that it was a mistake, but
I bet there's no, like, he's been so successful. I feel like at some point, if you like draft Kwame Brown and people are like dogging you for it, I'm like, okay, cool. Talk to my 6 finals MVPs.
Does that apply to Phil Jackson being the next president?
I'm just saying, I feel like a chair could have coached Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
And Shaq and Scotty.
We'll leave it at that.
He has 11 rings. I'm not going to disparage the name of... Okay, I will. Phil Jackson, overrated.
Phil Jackson is not going to be in our Untitled Hall. I'm just putting it out there. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. He wanted to trade Porzingis before it was cool. Still not cool to trade Porzingis. Speaking of trading Porzingis, in my 2K little universe with the Mavs, I traded Porzingis, like Jalen Brunson, and who else was it? It was somebody good. I don't know. It was one of their better players, and like 3 draft picks for Nikola Jokic.
Oh no.
The Joker and Doncic is going off. Anyway, so Jordan, the first inductee. We're gonna try to do this every pod, right? Is that
Yeah.
not the goal?
Yeah, we'll go 1 per pod.
Yeah. So that was. I came up with this idea just like on the bus one day, like, hey, if we ever do the pod again, let's do like this Hall of Fame thing. And at first I was like, theoretically, like the first people we put in are like the best ever in that order, but it doesn't have to be like that because I don't think Jordan's the best ever. Hot take.
I don't either, but you gotta respect.
Yeah, you do gotta respect. All right, so that's enough of basketball. Big Patriots fan, you know this.
Yeah.
This Brady stuff is really worrying me.
Is it? You seem so confident.
The more I think, like, I don't know. I just don't think you throw away. Like, it's not throwing away, but it is kind of. I just don't think you discredit your whole career playing with one team to make $20 million in Las Vegas or make $20 million playing for the Chargers.
I saw that there was this report that Vegas was planning to offer Brady a 2-year, $60 million. That's $30 million a year.
I'm very worried.
That's insane. I get it. He's been with the Patriots his whole career, 20+. Let the man go make some money.
Oh, is the supermodel wife and
No.
the millions, the
Let him go
billions
make some
of
more
dollars
money.
he's made not enough?
Let him go make some more money.
I think he's fine.
That's so selfish of you.
I think it's selfish of him.
Oh my gosh.
And listen, I know how many
After
is it now?
everything he's done
How
for
many is
you,
it
and
now?
you want after everything he's done for you, and you want him to just sit there.
Wait, how many is it now? 6? 6, right?
Yeah. That's my whole point.
Listen, I just don't think he leaves. There's no way. Because think about all the Patriots have done for him. You know?
Think about all he's done for the Patriots, and who's getting all the credit. Who do you hear about all? It's Bill Belichick and the Patriot way. I think it's getting to him.
I'm not saying it's not, but Brady's been dookie. He was pretty dookie last year. And I don't know how you can watch how he played and be like, yeah, I'm a $30 million quarterback. I need to leave here.
I agree with that, but I think he's better than what you saw just because he had pocket change playing for him. He literally Josh McDaniels was rolling out down. Those were his routes. Like those were the players running the routes. Was just whichever way a dime rolls.
Remember at the beginning of the year, like me and you were talking, like Patriots wide receiving core.
It was
wild.
The best in the league. It was the best in the league for
Antonio Brown. Why do you have to be insane? Why do you have to be a psychopath? You're so good. And I think the whole
CTE kids.
Wow.
If
Bold
you think you have a
application.
concussion, if you think you have a concussion, go get it checked out.
Did I ever tell
Don't
you
be a tough guy.
this one time in middle school football? Bringing up middle school football, I said my head hurt. I was like talking to somebody. I was like, "Man, my helmet." My helmet's tight. My head kind of hurts. Our coach turns around. You shouldn't have said that. You can't play for the rest of the game. And then I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, you're on like concussion protocol." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You said your head hurts." So I went to the locker room straight from the game. My dad took me to the clinic in Wakarusa. I got cleared that day.
Yeah, hey, they're just being safe. Don't hold it against them.
I will. That was ridiculous. I was bawling out in middle school. Are you kidding me?
And you do this to me? What a joke.
So Stoney, my father's already jumped the bandwagon. He's already a Las Vegas Raiders fan. He said that apparently he's been brewing this for a while that he was going to be a Raiders fan, and I just think he's a traitor. Imagine, Rich, imagine this: Aaron Rodgers, free agent. He might go play for the London Jaguars.
He would.
And your mom's like, yeah, I'm a London Jaguars fan now.
No, I just know he wouldn't. But
Oh, because he's loyal to the Packers?
no, because the Jaguars.
Hey, that's
No
just a
one wants to-
hypothetical. No one wants to play for the Chargers.
Yeah, just ask Philip Rivers.
Good segue. Philip Rivers to the
No.
Colts? Question mark?
I think Philip Rivers. The sad part is he does.
Say it again.
Philip Rivers does want to play for the Chargers, and that's the sad part. I think it's his time, just like Eli. They got drafted the same year.
Poetic justice.
The only one that's surviving is somehow Big Ben. That dude also needs to
Well,
get gone.
well, Big Ben's is wash of the cloth. If you think he's going to come back after, what was his elbow?
He said he was.
Oh, I know he's coming back, but if you think he's going to be good,
No, I don't think he. I haven't thought he's been good for the past 3 years.
but honestly, anything's better than Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges.
Yeah, that racist. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Do you? Okay. They need to like investigate that.
They do.
The fact that
I mean,
they haven't.
There's not a lot they can really get because it's basically he said she said. It's
Someone
between
was
them.
mic'd up. Somebody
We'll
was
see.
mic'd up.
We'll see, but mics don't always catch everything.
Okay. You see Mike Tomlin defended Rudolph?
Of course he's not gonna call his player.
No. That'd be a bad look.
Yeah.
Is he okay, is Rudolph and Hodges gonna be on the roster next year? Like how's that work?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they will be just because they don't have many. I would expect them to take a quarterback in this year's draft, considering it's pretty.
Quarterback
Quarterback.
heavy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think's the best quarterback in the draft this year? Tua?
I'm gonna say Tua.
More than
Joe
Burrow?
Joe Burrow accomplished a lot this past year, but he did it for 1 year.
Yeah.
I get it. It was a record-breaking season.
He was dropping dimes.
He was playing well, but Tua, you also saw that from Tua before too. His only concern for me is the injuries.
Yeah.
If he's fine, and apparently he's made a full recovery from this hip injury, I think he'll be fine. That dude, he just has it in him. Some players got it, he's got it.
So you'd rather take Tua than Burrow?
I would rather take Tua.
I don't know.
Looking at the success of Russell Wilson, looking at the success of Kyler Murray,
Just that archetype.
yeah,
And
that
even-
archetype can work.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this like since Russell Wilson, everyone's looking for the next Russell Wilson. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Burrow literally has a cannon, and they're gonna.
I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's easily. I'd take him second, but I would take Tua first.
The Bengals are gonna take Burrow anyway.
Yes.
When we were-
because the Bengals are also a racist organization.
Say it again. They didn't pick it up.
The Bengals are also a racist organization. They've never had a black back.
Okay, I feel like you could pick out so many organizations. Have the Packers have a black quarterback?
Yeah.
Deshaun
Seneca
Kaiser.
Wallace. Deshaun Kaiser. Seneca Wallace.
They've never had they've never rostered an African American quarterback.
I guarantee if you go back and look, they haven't.
What a guarantee, and you have no clue. That's what? Oh my god. Roach just screaming fucking racism, and he doesn't even know. Anyway. Alright. So, Brady, don't leave, please. That's my final plea. This weekend, a sneaky, crazy good fight Saturday night. If you have the stat about the Bengals quarterbacks, you can, whenever you have it, just spit it. But,
Okay. I wasn't going to get on it, but
crazy good fight Saturday night. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 2. I thought Tyson Fury should have won the first fight. Do you have any thoughts on this fight at all?
I just know the first fight was really good. I want to see the second one. I'm not too big into boxing,
Yeah,
but all I know, Wilder throws some bombs. Fury can hang in there with anybody. He's already done it.
he should have won that fight. I'll never.
So
Boxing sucks. I know I'm saying this fight's gonna be good. It will. The fight will be good. It just can't go to the distance, or they're gonna screw it up, dude.
yep, boxing is just the organization. Like organizationally, boxing is fundamentally flawed. But
Because of how the set, like it's all you're getting all these promoters,
all
all other
boxing is
vested
about now
interests.
is just money.
Yeah,
It's all about just making the most money. It's not about the fight, to the promoters, to none of those people.
and it kind of diminishes it because there's gonna be a third fight no matter what. Like,
Now,
keep going.
yes, you're right. I hear everyone saying, "Well, everything's about money." That's true, but they're also concerned with putting out a good product. I don't think the boxing promoters are.
No, they're
Like
not.
you look at Dana White. Yeah, he's trying to make that dude loves what he does.
And the
That
fights
dude
are
has a passion.
insane.
That dude has a passion for the UFC, and he's doing good work.
So even like McGregor coming back on like kind of a tune-up for Cowboy, that I mean, Cowboy's still probably the second biggest star in the UFC. Like that's not like he was just putting somebody out there for him to beat like they do in boxing.
No, it was a big name that people know of.
Tyson Fury's fought 3 people since the Fury fight. I mean, since the Wilder fight, and he just like beat all of them so quick. He had that one cut scare, but like he was winning that whole fight. He just had a bad cut. Like no one was stopping that fight, and I just know something stupid's gonna happen on Saturday night if it goes the distance. Triple G beat Canelo, drawed him the second time, but they say Canelo they draw the first one,
Yeah,
Canelo
Triple
wins the second
G.
one.
We're back on this. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
just saying this was wrong with boxing. Like I don't know. Boxing sucks. But this fight's gonna be good. Hopefully the score hopefully just ends in a knockout so you don't have to worry about some screwy stuff happening at the end.
Yeah.
So alright. Anything else from you, buddy?
I don't think so.
Yep, so we're back. We don't really know the scheduling. My schedule is pretty consistent, but Roach's kind of switches every now and then. We're gonna try to have it like this range, like Tuesday, Wednesday, like middle of the week ish. End of the week is for working and catching up on homework. That's
Agreed.
literally what it is. Sunday is homework day. So yeah, we're back. Tell your friends. And anything else for you to say, Roach?
No,
Close it
I'm
out?
good.
All right.
I'm cool.
Good job by you, Roach. And let's get it next week. See ya.